Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a requested video and I thought it was such a great idea. The only difference is I'm gonna kind of twist it a little bit. I am going to split this into two videos. I'm going to separate this into my drugstore warm tone palettes and then I'll do my my high-end warm tone palettes. As you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, eyeshadows is my favorite thing to shop for, the most that I own in my collection of any type of category. So of course it took me a very long time to kind of pick and choose things that I knew would work for everyone and was either affordable or I thought was worth the money if it was high end. So if you're curious to see what palettes I will be talking to you guys about today, just stay tuned. So obviously first up I have my drugstore palettes. These palettes are either can be found at your local drugstore or online. I tried to make these very affordable and I just want to give you guys a heads up. Obviously I'm talking about warm tone eyeshadow, so some of them may look very similar to another, but it's different brands, different types, and the formulas may be different, varying in different palettes. So they're not all going to be the same. You may see the same colors over and over, but as far as the formula, texture, the way that they wear it may be very different from another palette I will be showing you. So keep that in mind when I do share with you guys these palettes. So I'm going to start, and I obviously, like every other video, I do not have these in any particular order unless requested, obviously. So I'm just going to go ahead and start picking the very first one. First up I have is this Sleek eyeshadow palette, and this one is called Sunset. Sleek eyeshadows can be found on their Sleek website if you are in the United States, but I love these because if you guys can see, this is it. The title says it all. This is called the Sunset palette, so obviously you get this beautiful array of these dark burgundy, warm tone oranges and gold and that pop of blue, and then you get a matte black right here, which is awesome to kind of deepen things out or use as a liner. I did do a tutorial about like 2 years ago with this palette. I think I did it in English and in Spanish. It's one of my favorite palettes. I really do like it. This always screams summer to me and I love wearing it. This palette I believe is under $12. And shipping for Sleek, believe it or not, is not that expensive to the United States. I always shop at Sleek and I have never paid more than $6 for shipping. Even on one particular item, I think I paid $3 for international shipping. So their shipping rate is amazing. I love the quality of their products, and this is one palette that I would definitely recommend if you're looking for that beautiful summery look. This is one I would say yes, get. Next up that I have is one that I purchased I'm gonna say at the end of last year when I was doing Is It Worth the Hype on this brand, and this one in particular just caught my eye and I absolutely love this one. This is the Morphe 12S. This is all shimmery shades, but if you look at them specifically, you get the bronzy, coppery, gold colors, the colors that I absolutely love to wear and I enjoy in the summertime. There is no mirror on this, obviously, so you guys can see kind of a little bit better there the tone of these are all buttery. They feel great to the touch. You don't have to use too much to kind of get a look out of it, but I will say you do have to pull another palette out for transition colors because this is all shimmery shades. I have worn this on my eyes. I gotta tell you that this really does bang. Like, this is a big major pop on your eyes. This isn't a subtle eyeshadow look at all. If you don't like that glowy shimmery lid color, you're not gonna like this, but this is definitely worth the money. If you want that vibrant glow on your eyes, this is it. I love it. I really enjoy it. I think I'm going to do a tutorial with this coming up, but you do have to pull other eyeshadows to use it, as well as the Sleek one. The Sleek one, I don't see any transition colors in here either. These are all shimmery shades with the exception of the matte ones in here. I'll just swatch a few for you guys since I did not do it. So those are like the Sleek ones right there. See how vibrant those are as well? Like that whole right there could be a look right there. But you do have to pull mattes for these two palettes, but they are worth it for lids, and if you really blend these out very softly on the crease, it won't look so shimmery. So I have done that too, so don't be afraid. They're not glittery, They're just shimmery, so you can kind of get away with putting it in your crease very lightly. Next up is a recent purchase this year. This is the Wet n Wild All Natural palette. This one's in Bare Necessities. So this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure this is a Walmart exclusive. As you guys can tell, this looks like a dupe for the Naked palette, the very first one. The pigmentation on this one is not as great, but it is a great drugstore alternative to that. If you are on a budget or you don't want to spend that type of money, the matte shades blend out very nicely. The shimmer shades, I kind of feel like they do fade throughout the day on me, but if you do wear a base with the shimmer shades, they will last throughout the day since you have that base to kind of help it out. They are soft to the touch, as you guys can see here. You do get a variation of shimmer shades. You do get about two definite matte shades, and then you get this black one on the outer part. But the black one itself, it has shimmer to it. You do get a black right here. It does have silver sparkle to it, but when you blend it out, it doesn't really show too much of silver sparkle. It's not what's the word? It's not foiled, so you can get away using that as a matte. So you can get a full look with this palette. Again, the quality is not 100%, but it is great if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend the money on something too high end. The feeling of these is really nice and soft. You do have to wear a base with the shimmer shades, but it is a great warm tone palette for the summer. Next up I have its cousin. This is the original one, but they did redo these without the Fergie name on them. This is the Wet n Wild Center Stage Collection one, and this is in Milano Collections. Well, that's what it was called when Fergie had it. This one I feel is a little bit better quality than the Walmart one. These do last a little bit better on my eyes. You do get more mattes in here. You get 4 mattes, including the black one and a brow bone one, which I do enjoy. These are so good for the price. They do have, I believe, a purple toned one, but this is great for the summertime. If you want that warm glow to your eyes, it's not super foiled, but you will get that nice glisten on your eyes. I enjoy this one. I really do like it. I prefer this one over the last one I just showed you, but it is still a great quality, both of them. If I were honestly to pick one or the other, I'd go with this one, but I know that some people don't have Walgreens. I literally have one Walgreens in the whole entire county, and we're one of the bigger counties in our state. So it's hard to find, and if you can't find it or don't want to spend the money online, you can get the Walmart one. But this one's a great one as well for a nice warm toned drugstore alternative for the higher end. With this one, that's great. Next up, I have a palette that I don't hear many people talk about. Now this one I wouldn't say is going to give you that foiled eye look, but you will get so many more natural warm tone summer looks out of this. I'm going to show this one for more of my those that don't want that foiled look, that shimmery look. This is more of a subtle sheen to your eyes when it comes to their shimmery shades. This is the L'Oreal La Palette Nude in the #1. This has all the warm tone colors for the summer. It's really great. I just recently wore this one again. I pulled it out to remind myself what I liked about it. And I did use these shades. They're more of a satin finish than they are a shimmery finish. So they're going to give you a nice natural summery look. You get so many more matte shades in this. The pans are bigger. They are powdery. All of the eyeshadow palettes for the most part in the drugstore are powdery, and you will get fallout on them. But as long as you work with them, I think they'll work pretty well. You don't get a brow bone matte shade. You get this one's more of a satin finish. But they feel soft, they feel buttery. You do get the fallout on them, but you get 1, 2, 3, you get about 3 matte, pure matte shades, and then these satin ones, you can get away with using them in your crease. I think this is a great one for those that don't want that serious pop foiled look. This is a great alternative. I like this one a lot for the summer. It's great. You can travel with it, and even the brush itself is really nice for your lower lash line. So this is the next one that I would recommend if you're looking for a warm tone drugstore palette without that serious pop on your eyes. These next two palettes, I'm going to clump them together because they are in the same kind of collection, and I am wearing one today with another palette that I will show you. So this is my 6 and 7 palette. These are the Covergirl Trunaked palettes. These two are great for the summertime. These are crumbly. You will get major fallout with these, but the outcome that you get with these is amazing. The foiled eyeshadow looks you can get out of these are so good. This is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. It is the, what are you called? Goldens. This is the golden one, and then this one is called the Nudes. So you have Nudes and Goldens. This is the one I'm wearing on my eyes. This particular color is what I'm wearing all over my eyelid. I have this one in the crease, and then I have this one right here, which is a matte on my brow bone color. Now these will get very crumbly and shimmery, and you'll get major fallout. So I would recommend with these palettes in particular, use these first and then do your whole face so you don't get that fallout all over your eyes. But these are great alternatives for the drugstore. They are soft, they are buttery to the touch, and you can travel with these, and they're not that expensive for what you get. I really like this. I'm very shocked at this collection because I'm not a fan of CoverGirl eyeshadows at all, and these really blew me away, and I love these for the summer. I'm definitely going to get use out of these in the summer. I will say these last a little bit longer because they're so foiled on my eyes, and I don't really have to use a base with them compared to other ones that I have shown you. So this is number 6 and 7 from the drugstore that I would recommend for warm tones for the summer. Last but not least is one you can find online, and I am using this as well on my eyes for transition colors. I'm pretty sure you guys, this video could not have been done without showing this palette. This is the Morphe 350. This is the epitome of summer. Look at these colors. I'm not going to go too much into detail with this because you guys have seen it over and over and over, and I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about it. Whenever I think of summer, this is the eyeshadow palette that I always try to gravitate towards. You have so much variety. You get the mattes, the shimmer, the very foiled eyeshadow looks. It's just a great overall palette. I know some people are against it because of all the hype. It keeps going back out of stock, coming back in, out of stock, coming back in. But I really do think it's a great palette. It's a nice travel size palette. You can do makeup on clients if you do makeup on other people. This is just the epitome of summer. I love this palette. I know I haven't done any looks with this, which I should do a look with it because I really do love it. But this is my final drugstore pick for warm tone summer palettes. I would definitely recommend it. There are 10% coupons out there too if you don't want to spend the $23 that it is, but it is a great palette to have. I love this palette. I love reaching for it in the summer. It's just a palette that I can use for the whole summer, and I don't get tired of it, and I don't feel like I'll do the same looks over and over because there's so many different variations of it in here as far as the foiled eyeshadows, the matte eyeshadows. It's a great palette. So if you don't own it, you should consider this one. That is it, guys. Those are my 8 drugstore warm tone summer eyeshadow palettes that I would choose. If you guys have any drugstore eyeshadow palettes that you think I should try or that I haven't suggested in this video at all, please leave them down in the comment section below. I love trying eyeshadow palettes. There were some drugstore quads that I would recommend, but they're not palettes. That's why I didn't put them in either video, because it is palettes. You guys requested palettes, so that's what I'm showing you is palettes, not quads. But I can do that if you guys want to, like single shadows or quads or duos, but that's a whole nother video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will list all of these palettes down in the description box so you guys can reference back to them. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did like it. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I will catch you guys in my next video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys!